We're just gonna look at some gods and goddesses. I read I don't know what it was. It was like it was some guy's like summary of all the gods and goddesses and like other mythical stories. So like I refamiliarized myself with the gods and goddesses, but like in general, I took some notes down and we're just gonna rank it by like coolness, I guess. Not necessarily like power, because I think if it was by power, I think Zeus would be S tier, right? Because he's like king of gods. But then you gotta remember, he also turns into animals, and like rapes people, which I guess that's like all the gods, but like for Zeus, it feels a little more personal because like you can do better, bro. Um, and he like married his sister. Um, so he's going in the B tier. He could do better. Do better, man. Like you're the king of gods. You got like lightning in your hands, which is honestly kind of cool. Married your sister. Um, let's just move on. Aphrodite. I love Aphrodite. All the gods did too. If I remember correctly, she was born from like the testicles of Kronos's father's like severed body parts, and she like arose out of the sea, and the foam that came out of the testicles. Super weird, but super cool. So like S tier. Also the goddess of like love and beauty. Um, some of the cool stuff I would say, right? Um, S tier. Uh, are there any stories with her? I think just all the gods when she arrived, Zeus noticed her and was like, "We have to find her a husband." And um, all the gods simped so hard. Like Poseidon raised the wave that reached the height of Olympus, and like Hermes made a throne made of the sun, and like she ends up marrying the ugliest god, because he said he'd make a good husband. He'd stay up late. By the way, Hephaestus, that is the ugly god. Um, this I remember his like origin story. He's the god of forging. Um, Hera, who's like Zeus's wife. We're gonna put her with Zeus real quick because I think they're almost like equal in terms of like coolness. They're like two sides of the same coin. Hera was expecting some like beautiful son, and instead got a super ugly baby, so ugly that she threw him off a cliff, and he broke both of his legs falling down like the mountain of Olympus or whatever, and like went into the sea, and but like he did bag Aphrodite. Um, honestly, like sure, being ugly, whatever, put you in D, right? You got to be pretty if you're a god. Um, but the fact you survive falling off of Olympus, breaking two legs, that already puts you in A. Like you were born like a crippled baby. Um, and then you married Aphrodite. Um, I'm not gonna put you in the Aphrodite realm though, because you're kind of a cuck. Hephaestus was kind of a cuck. Aphrodite was, what's the word? Adulterous. Disloyal. I know there's a better word, but yeah, didn't really keep her too close. We're gonna put him here just for being a stud. Apollo is the twin brother of Artemis, and I know that Apollo. I gotta look at my notes. Okay, Apollo is the sun god, and he had golden bone arrows. Apparently, the most beautiful of the gods. Him and Artemis included. Um, so I mean that's already an A tier. Golden bow, come on. And oh my god, the god of like a patron of music, poetry, math, and medicine. That's like everything I care about. Uh, we're putting him in S tier. Oh, I forgot. I think some like a centaur or whatever like is the half man, half like uh goat. The satyr. I don't know how to pronounce it. he played like the lyre better or like some kind of instrument, and Apollo got mad because he's like the music guy. So he challenged him to a duel, and like they were pretty even until Apollo was like, "Hey, why don't we play our instruments upside down?" And like for some reason, the satyr or whoever couldn't do that, and like he won, and like the winner got to choose what to do to the loser, and Apollo decided to like nail him to a tree and flay him. That was super uncool, Apollo. In fact, like that, like dude, relax. It's just a music competition. You don't have to be so salty. Like let another guy be good at like playing the flute. All right, like relax. It's C. We're putting him in C. I don't really care that he's the most attractive of the gods. Really pussy move. Let's see. Ares. I'm gonna call it Ares. Uh, I know nothing about Ares other than he's the god of war, and that he loses in war to Athena simply because Athena's more like intelligence based, and that's like what you want in war. The fact that you're the god of war and you like lose wars, D tier. Sorry. Artemis. Artemis is the moon goddess. The actual story is that like Zeus impregnated some like woman, whatever, and this I think Hera was mad about this, so she sent like a python to chase after this woman, and Zeus decided it was more like Hera cursed the girl and said that she couldn't give birth under like the light of day, which is why like Apollo is the sun god and Artemis is the moon goddess. Um, yeah, I might have butchered that story, but it was like a Spark Notes. I think you catch the drift. Um, what I remember about Artemis is that she's super spoiled. Like she just steals stuff from. She got like a ton of dogs stealing from her cousin Pan, and like Cyclops made her, I think, a silver bow or some silver thing. I don't know. I'm sorry. I should know, but I don't. She killed an entire city of unjust men using a single like bow and arrow. I think that's pretty cool. Um, I want to say that another guy watched her bathe. So like she got upset and decided to turn him into like a deer and used her dogs to eat the guy. Honestly, that's like really cool. It's sick, as in like awful, but like pretty cool. Artemis A, it also fits that. Um, from what I can tell, she was like an attractive goddess. I'd hope so if you're a goddess, but that's not always the case. Um, yeah, moon goddess. I also love the moon. So like I'm being a little biased towards Artemis. Um I don't want to put her in S tier. I don't want to put her in the same tier as Zeus and Hera because she is a lot cooler. We're just gonna keep her in A. Next is Athena. I know right away S tier because I mean I have a list. I could goddess of intellect. She literally burst out of Zeus's head in full, like clad full in armor and a spear. Like Zeus had this awful headache, and he was like, "What the fuck is going on?" It was just Athena bashing the inside of Zeus's fucking head, um, and that's why she's the god of intellect. Very cool. Already an S tier from her like birth story, but also she was like man's homie. Like she taught man everything. Let's see. Well, I can't tell you exactly what she taught man, but like, like warfare tactics and like I want to say farming, but I know that's a different goddess. Let's just say she taught man a lot of like useful things. Like she's man's homie. She helps man a lot. Like, come on, she's great. Um, let's see. Oh, I did forget this one story where this. It's always like people playing instruments better than goddesses. I don't know why people can't chill or gods can't chill when like a mortal is good at an instrument, but like some, I think Arachne, her name was Arachne, was like good at playing the. No, she was good at weaving. She was good at like weaving like blankets or something. Athena was mad because she's like the girl who's good at that, you know. So like When she saw there was a girl who was better, they had a competition, and of course Athena's a goddess, so she wins. And the girl Arachne, um, her like punishment was to just die. Like, what an awful punishment. Like, that would almost put you, as cool as your origin story is and like how useful you are, that would put Athena in like B. But like, instead of killing the girl, she turns her into a spider, and the girl now like weaves stuff for eternity, which like I guess is cool. Like, she didn't kill her. Um, I'm keeping Athena an S. Uh, I think nothing more really has to be said. Athena's an S. Demeter, I forgot much of Demeter, which is why I'm probably not going to put her in S. But let's see. Goddess of harvest and moon. I thought Athena was. Or not Athena. Artemis. But I guess she also has the moon. Causes the creation of the horse. I don't know why I have that note. If I remember correctly, Poseidon really liked Demeter, and like decided to make her an animal, and ended up making the horse. And instead of fucking Demeter or whatever he wanted to do, like court her, he forgot all about Demeter because the horse he made was so cool. He just rode off on it. So even Demeter's like unforgettable or forgettable even to Poseidon. I want to put her in C. I think that's a good place. We're putting her in C. Dionysus. I don't have any stories about Dionysus. This is gonna be the most biased selection. I was named after him. He's also the god of wine and revelry. Like, does more need to be said? Like, coolness wise, he should be above Aphrodite. Yeah. We're just gonna keep. Yeah. I don't think more has to be said. If you're the god of wine and revelry, you're going an S. I don't care what you do. I don't care what stories. I don't care how many people you've killed. Like, and you have my name. You have my name. S tier. Hades, honestly going in D tier. I think it's fitting. He's the god of the underworld, but you guys probably know that. From what I can tell, he's super possessive. I think he tries to steal Demeter's like daughter. I forgot the daughter's name, but like Demeter was very upset about this, and I guess now they have joint custody. And every time Demeter's daughter goes like to the underworld, we have winter on Earth, and every time she comes back, we have like spring and summer and all this good stuff. Yeah, Hades, there's not much to say. He just kind of sucks. As he should. I think he was made to suck. I'm sorry. Hermes. I say Hermes because that's like, isn't that the fashion brand? It's Hermes. I'll say Hermes just to appease some people. The messenger god. The messenger god. I do remember a bit about Hermes. Like, if I remember correctly, he was like one of the most precocious of the gods, as in like when he was a kid, like when he was like 3 or 5 weeks old, he knew how to speak. He like charmed Zeus into letting him up into Olympus. He created the lyre, and like as a guitar player, he's cool. Do yourself a favor. I know I should be telling you some of the stuff they do, but like look up Hermes. He's just a cool guy. Is he an S tier? I don't think he's had the impact of Aphrodite and Athena. Aphrodite started the whole Trojan War, and Athena was, if I remember correctly, she was like the helper of Odysseus. Like, very cool. They're staying in S. Dionysus spoke for himself. I'm comfortable putting Hermes here. Just to go through the list again. Messenger god. He has like a golden chariot that he rides around in. I'm sure other gods do, but like it just suits him. He's the messenger god, you know? Super witty, super charming, created like some of the coolest instruments ever made. We're putting him in A tier. Is that it? No. Hestia? Who's Hestia? Who? Who is Hestia? Unfamiliar with Hestia. Skimming Hestia. Poseidon. Honestly, cooler than Zeus, from what I can tell. What do I have on Poseidon? God of the sea, ambitious and creates strange creatures as a joke. Okay, I remember a bit. Like, he makes octopuses and like seahorses just for fun, just like fuck with, just to have fun, because he has the ocean. Like, who's gonna stop him? And it's kind of true. We have some weird ass fish in the ocean. So cooler than Zeus, obviously. I'm definitely not putting him in S tier. Like, he drowns people. Also, I mean, I guess that's cool, but like, but not in like a, not in the way I'm looking for. I'm actually pretty happy. I don't know who Hestia is. I feel really bad, but like, I'm not gonna. Dionysus, Aphrodite, Athena. I think that's. Let's be a little more subjective or objective. We're gonna put like. This is tough. He has to be up there, like coolness wise, you know. He has to be up there. Um, Aphrodite's also up there, I guess. Athena, you know, I'll put Athena above Aphrodite if I can manage. Okay. Hephaestus is not like top A tier. I'm gonna go with Poseidon, followed by Artemis, and no. Poseidon followed by Hermes, Artemis, Hephaestus, Zeus, then Hera. They're both weird, man. We're keeping them there though, because they're not worse than Apollo and Demeter. And you know, fuck these guys. I'm liking this. We're keeping this. Yeah, so that's gonna wrap it up. I hope you guys like my tier list. If you disagree or know anything about Hestia, or if I totally misconstrued your favorite goddess or god that you worship, don't bother saying in the comments. I don't want to fucking read. Really? I don't want to know your opinion. My list is like the objectively best list for ranking gods and goddesses. I'm always correct. But yeah. I guess I'll see you guys later when I do an actual book review. And, you know, my room is like not like a huge garbage can, and I have plumbing. I haven't taken a shower in so long. Okay, I'll see you guys later.